Hello everyone! Today I would like to present you my PvP team with the hope that this will help you get some more decent gains in this game mode. First of all, I'm fully aware that PvP is probably the least attractive game mode in Tacticus. Most of you not only does not play it a lot, but also treat it as a forced necessity whenever there are some missions that needs you to play some battles. And the recent change is a welcome one, as a lot of missions will require less PvP fights to finish them. For me, ending up in from 15 to 100 Captain League with 95 wins was so far the mandatory part of the Tacticus week. You see, to maximize my upgrades gains, I've been spending most of my energy on getting those upgrades. Duh! This means that I only get shards from other sources, with PvP crates being the most important one. With the recent change to PvP, forced by Guild Wars, it's a good time to get back in saddle and give this game mode a chance. With my quick guide of how to create a decent team that will make the PvP fights as short as possible. Time is of the essence here, if you don't want to get bored. Main character, my John Hannibal Smith of PvP team is Rivas. About him, there are two scenarios. Every fight is either a short one, because you lose, or a long one, no matter the outcome. There is nothing that can replace him, and Rivas is not the planner, Rivas is the plan. Your main focus for him to be effective is learning where to put him on different maps to make sure he will be utilized to the maximum. He's the best at what he does, and what he does is not very nice, at least to your opponents. Circle would be Templeton Faceman Pack. Like in the A-team, there was someone else in my pilot walkthrough, and her name rhymes with Salandis, but Circle won this contest. First of all, Circle is able to bite up to 3 opponents in the first turn with his active ability, Supercharge. This comes pretty handy with opponents that have a higher rank on their characters or against Terminator armor, Mark 10 Gravies or Resilient traits. Circle bites them. Rivas finishes them off once they come to you looking for trouble. Bosco, bad attitude Barracus of my team, is Ulf. He has two very important roles for all the fights that don't end up on turn 1. First of all, he is the ultimate weapon against all Archimatos, Bellators and Aleph Nulls that will be thrown your way. For some reason, AI loves to check if your Ulf will be able to handle Archimatos incursion, and it's actually good news because yes, he can. The second important task lies in his active ability, Great Frost Axe. GFA can kill almost everything and can deliver you the upper hand you need against Rivas, Roadbone, Calgar or even Brother Jager. Use it with caution. Ice can block into your other units and you might end up in a situation where you won the skirmish but lost the battle. Now, it's only reasonable that for hauling Mad Murdoch I would pick not one but 2 characters. Both of them are wildcards. Sometimes I'll use them to win, sometimes to distract the AI, sometimes someone has to jump against Mogan, Kalandis, Certus or Circle, sometimes all of them at once, and just die in the fields of glory so Rivas can take his spot. Sometimes is the key word here. The 2 I'll present in a couple of seconds usually don't do anything. But again, sometimes they are needed to change the outcome from lose to win. Let's start with Archimatos. His activated ability that I've mentioned before is Incursion, and if properly used can give you some traction in fights that you pick not because they were easy, but because you thought they would be easy. Getting one of the enemies surrounded and effectively blocked this way might be a vital point of your strategy for the battle with stronger opponents. What's more, Archimados is quite a good blocker against Rivas. Killing one drone and turning it into a demon will block Riva's ability on distant targets and can allow you to come closer and focus on the other units. Second one is Alefnul. His Scarab Hive activated ability is extremely effective weapon against many characters. What's more, if properly played, you can actually block Celestine summons from appearing. Scarabs summoned by Alefnul appear at the same time and attack only after both are already there. If there is no empty space for Celantis to summon Jesse and James, they won't be summoned. Simple as that. Please mind that the same trick would work with Bellator's Death from Above activated ability. Yet, there are multiple reasons to go with Alefnul instead. The main one is the replication ability of the Scarabs. You can lose all your characters and still win the battle simply because enemies left on your opponent's side can't cope with the Scarabs replicating and draining the life slowly from them. I don't claim that my setup is perfect. I've got my behind kicked hard multiple times, but this setup is very quick. My average PvP encounter takes around 1 minute, loading times included, and so far I was able to easily get the weekly chest. Actually, a couple of times I had to lose on purpose to stay below advancement line. If you are wondering why, it clearly means that you have not had the pleasure to join the Chapter Master League, and trust me, it's something else. There is no point in visiting it without a Diamond 2, Diamond 3, 50 level and a team that is built with all the meta guidance you can find. I hope that this guide will help you to find some fun in weekly PvP, or at least let you finish those missions faster next time. May the Emperor light your way. Thanks for watching. Cheers.